Welcome and thank you guys for stopping by for another Lineage 2 Revolution video. My name is Galadon and today I'm here to talk to you about the Extraction Pit. It is a dungeon like no other in Lineage 2, and it is a place, well, it seems peaceful, but it's not. Now the Extraction Pit is where you go to gather herbs. On the right hand side you can see just below the world map you've got 20 that you can extract per day. And these herbs can be crafted into elixir that will permanently increase your character's statistics. Now you need the herbs and you need an elixir essence, and once you have those you can go to your character menu right here and craft elixir. Different elixirs boost different stats of your character, but in order to craft one you will need all 4 of the colors of the herbs from the Extraction Pit and the elixir essence. The elixir essence color determines which of the elixirs you are crafting. Right here I've made a brand new one for attack and it increased my attack just a little bit, but again it's a permanent increase, so it is very valuable and it only requires a little bit of Adina in order to finish that recipe and put those items together. Now you get the herbs from the pit, but you can get the elixir essences from little guys that spawn called Mandragoras. They're not very powerful, but they are valuable and only you can kill them. So let's check this out right here. Right hand side, Lazy ABB extracting from a big plant, and there is the Mandragora. It spawns, Lazy takes it down and picks up an elixir essence. So one of the cool things there is nobody else can steal that from you. You are going to get that as long as you don't run away and forget to kill the little Mandragora that spawns. Now a couple other key things about the Extraction Pit. Of course, PvP is open here, so you can get killed, so watch out as you run around. It does happen, but again, you just respawn and come back. And then a couple other important factors, the Garden Sentry. Check out bottom right corner, the timer counting down to the final minute before the Garden Sentry appears. This is key because it's good to run in there while the Garden Sentry is up. Now, the Garden Sentry, while it's alive in the garden, will allow you to gather double the herbs. So ideally, you could gather 40 as the Garden Sentry paced around. But that never happens because the Garden Sentry can be and will be killed by other players in the area. So yes, okay, before we get to the Garden Sentry, right there, that is a multicolored plant and it is huge. It is going to give you multiple herbs of different colors. It takes longer to extract than the others. So there's basically the regular colors, the large colors that give you 2, and then this really big one, and there you go. You could see a little PvP happening there as somebody was killing somebody so that they could try to extract it themselves. So we're in here waiting for the Garden Sentry to appear. That's why these other players are standing around right now. And again, yes, it would be nice to let the Garden Sentry live, but everybody attacks it, so you might as well get in on the party. Go ahead and beat on the Garden Sentry yourself as well, because you will get a little bit of loot from the Garden Sentry, so it's a penalty because if it were alive, you would gather twice as many herbs. Instead, you get the Garden Sentry's blessing, which gives you a few extra herbs, but not a great deal. So it's just, it is what it is. So we can go over here, check out the Garden Sentry's blessing, and grab a few free herbs. Now there are 2 key things you can do to help give you an advantage in the Extraction Pit. The first is brewing this personal potion in your clan hall, the Extraction Speed Potion, that increases your extraction speed by 50% for 3 minutes. Could give you an advantage over other players because each herb can only be extracted once from each plant, and if you can do it faster, then you can get the job done before somebody else. And then the second item is called Ein Hasad's Blessing. You might have seen this. You can get it from daily rewards. It will increase your field hunt experience and your extraction experience either by 100 or 200% based upon the grade of it. And yes, you do get a lot of experience in the Extraction Pit. So if you are leveling right now, then drink the blessing before you go into the pit, and it's going to help give you a lot of extra experience for those extractions. And then go out and field hunt, meaning kill field mobs afterwards for the rest of that hour. So I am going to go ahead and use both of these, one Eisenhad's and that potion that I made. We're going to pop into the Extraction Pit and we're going to go ahead and grab our 20. Now, if you've got the time and the patience, you can always wander around for longer and look for the larger plants, the multicolored plants as well. For me, I usually just get in and get out. I don't focus on trying to get more. Eventually, as you get higher, you'll see that you have plenty of herbs, and it's the essences that you're going to be short on. So you're hoping that that Mandragora spawns after you grab an herb, because you want to be able to pick up those essences as often as possible. Not happening yet. You can also see that usually each day there will be a color that is harder to find than others. It is not consistently the same. Today it looks like yellow is not appearing. Okay, there's a Mandragora, and yes, there is a hit point elixir essence that I pick up. I'm going to run over here and try to pick up this purple one. I mean, if it's spawning next to you, you might as well try to get there first. Now I've got the speed, so nobody else is going to take it from me. We grabbed 2 purple herbs. So technically, if you only grab the big plants, you could pick up 40 instead of 20 while you're in the pit. For me, also, the PvP can become an issue as people gang up, they see you in there, maybe they don't like you, they come after you and try to kill you. Sometimes it's fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that it's a free-for-all down here, and that if you get attacked, you just have to face the facts that it's going to happen, and you might as well just deal with it. You respawn, and hey, unlike other MMOs, there's no penalty, you're not losing experience, your gear isn't getting damaged, and it's not like you have to run from a graveyard all the way across the zone. So let's go ahead and fast forward as I'm finishing up my 20 extractions for the day. Wanted to cover one more thing. Remember, the Mandragoras can spawn. Also, there are robust Ratels of different colors that can spawn also. You can take them down, and you can also sometimes get essences from them. But make sure you go to your PvP menu and have your settings so that you're not going to attack other players while you try to take those down. If they happen to be standing next to one of the Mandragoras or one of the Ratels that you try to take down and you attack the other player, then you're definitely going to get roasted if they're a lot higher level than you. So I got there by clicking on the little target to the left of my level, and you can see the different settings. Normally I am set to purple, which means I only retaliate if I'm attacked. A lot of players will sit at blue, meaning they don't attack players, and then for being down here, I usually set it to yellow, meaning I will attack other players other than party members, friends, or clan members. And that way, if there happens to be somebody that I need to attack down here because my clan is at war with another clan or something like that, I have that ability. And then make sure you switch it back before you head on out of the pit back into the rest of the world. So I spent a little time wandering around just seeing if there was anybody I needed to try to PK. Also, it can be dangerous if people gang up from clans together. They can take you out no matter how strong you are. But it is fun. It's a great place to go. It is one of those things that you need to make sure you hit every single day. If you are playing the game actively, it is a great way to permanently increase your stats, and that's the extraction pit. So there you guys go. That's the video for the day. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And again, I will continue to cover other subject matter from noob to end game, from how do I gain combat power to how do I limit break and how do I get UR gear someday. So as always, thank you guys for spending a few minutes of your day with me. If you have a moment, share the video with your friends, your clan mates, leave a like and a comment, subscribe to the channel if you like the information, and I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more Lineage 2 Revolution information and, of course, more full attacks.